help rebound, okay? If you guys are in the gym and you guys come up here and you're shooting, I'm gonna miss some of these, and you guys are doing all kinds of this kind of stuff, or here, to me, if you guys can't do this consistently, you should never be jacking threes. I think the biggest mistake players make when they're younger is they do a lot of things that are fun that don't benefit them. I love when you first start playing basketball, like I tell people all the time, like there will be some of my clients that will be like, hey, at what age should I start training my kids? You know? And I'll be like, to be honest with you, when you're like 5, 6, 7 years old, you should just be having fun, right? Then once you get to that point where you're like old enough to start like, okay, now I gotta start improving my game, that's when ideally we should be working on our fundamentals, the stuff we did today, working on your feet, working on your handles, working on finishing right hand, left hand, passing, right hand, left hand, dribbling, right hand, left hand, stopping, starting, changing directions. Because even at 8 years old, 9 years old, 10 years old, you're probably not strong enough to shoot with proper form, right? Then once you get to that level where you guys are starting to get to, like where you're older, then that's when you're starting to work on how I tighten everything up and become really good. I'm telling you, like, if you're sitting here, you're like this, you're shooting, and you're going, oh, if you're nervous here, you're not a great shooter. That means you should be staying here. I would rather you guys sit here and just be like, over and over again, being like, okay, perfect, that feels good. Now we miss this one this way. Why? Oh, my hand came. You guys see how you can give yourself feedback? Then you go and you make 95 out of 100 from here, and you're okay, now I'm ready for right here. And you sit there, and you're like this, you're like, okay, a little bit, that was a little short. I'm gonna do this back rim this time a little bit. Oh, back rim, that was a little bit long. Okay, I go right rim. Okay, I miss right. But you guys see, I can make the ball do whatever I want because I've literally shot millions of shots. Then you go back, and you're right here. You're like, now I gotta get a pass. And you're here, and you catch, and you're like, oh, shot. You're like, oh, that looked good. Catch. Boom, no dip or anything. You go, okay, that's good. Here, catch. Boom, no dip. I can sit here and I'd probably get 95 out of 100 right now with no practice. But you guys notice, I'm not doing this. I'm not catch, step. What did I do? Caught, shot. Catch, go right to my pocket and shot. Okay? So when I'm telling you guys this is because I think that it's important for you guys to understand that if you do want to get better at basketball, it takes a lot of boring reps. Okay? To me, they're not boring because I know what the reps result in, which is success on the court in games, which is what you guys all after. Okay? March Madness time, let me ask you guys a question to finish it. How many of you guys would like to play college basketball? Good majority of you guys. Okay? Let me ask you the second question. How many of you guys think if you keep working exactly like you're working, on the exact things that you work on, however long you work out, both on the court in the weight room, how many of you guys think that if you guys keep doing exactly what you're doing, will get college scholarships? Anyone in here? If you are, that's fine. So, right now, what you guys all just admitted, you didn't realize it, was you said, I want this, but I know I'm letting myself down. I want to play college basketball, but I know I'm not doing enough to play college basketball. So you have no right to be frustrated or disappointed when you don't get the college scholarships you want because you're not putting in the work that you know you need to do. So I want you guys to rephrase this. Instead of saying, what do you want? Because that's what people normally do. They always ask themselves, what do they want? I want a nice house. I want a nice car. I want a six-pack. I want college scholarship. It doesn't matter what you want. Life doesn't give you what you want. What I want you to start asking is, okay, what do I want? What do I have to do to get what I want? And then am I willing to do those things? That's the formula. What do I want? You guys all said I want to play college basketball. Now the second question is, what do I have to do to get what I want? Well, you probably have to start shooting a couple hundred shots a day. You probably have to work on your fitness, get a lot stronger and more athletic. You probably have to work on your defense so that you're good on both ends. You probably have to work on your handles and finishing. That probably means you're going to spend an hour a day shooting, an hour a day on skill, 45 minutes in the weight room. That's it every day. So then the next question, the final question is, are you willing to do that? If yes, you're giving yourself a chance. You're not guaranteeing it, but you're giving yourself a chance. If no, you are guaranteed you're not going to get it. Does that make sense? Trust me, I worked harder than any of the NBA guys that I trained, and I still was not good enough to make the NBA. That's just the reality. I wasn't taller as some of these guys. I wasn't as athletic as some of these guys. But I got to play in NCAA tournaments. I got a full-ride college scholarship. And now I get to travel the world because of basketball, because I work hard. For you guys, I'm telling you, the basketball, softball, football, it's so good for you guys to be able to use it to your benefit. You're going to create memories, friendships. Hopefully some of you guys get scholarships. Hopefully some of you guys get to travel and see the world or the country. So if you guys really want to play college, if you really want a good high school experience, if you just want to improve so that you're having more fun when you do play now, today should be the wake-up call that you guys needed to finally go all in. Okay? And that's for everything. And this is later in life too. Some of you guys are getting like later in high school, you know, like when you want a job, you want to make more money, what do you got to do? Put in more work and get more results. And you want, you know, to get in shape, what do you have to do? Eat healthier and put in more work. Like, it's all the same formula. What do you want? What do you need to do to get to what you want? And then are you willing to do that? Okay? So hopefully you guys had fun today. I know everybody in here learned something. But the most important thing is, are you going to finally go all in? The majority of you guys, bad news, is going to stay lazy. Majority of you guys. Majority of you guys up here are like, I kind of want to play college basketball, but I don't think I'm good enough. I don't travel and do camps and clinics for those people. I hope you guys have fun. But there's going to be a couple of you guys, just a handful, and I hope you're saying, I'm going to be one of those people that actually go all in. That's why I came here. To wake a couple of you guys up. If you told me only 2 of you guys are going to change your habits, and then those 2 people end up playing college basketball, I'd say, sign me up. That's worth it. Okay? I've told you guys, when I was younger, I had coaches that motivated me and challenged me to keep going. And I took it to extremes. But again, I was able to realize one of my dreams because of that. I hope that a couple of you guys in here are inspired to go chase yours. All right?